Good afternoon. Today is the 27th of July and this is part 9 of the slightly Shambolic shuffle around the 2024 Festival Unexceptional. We better get going here, viewers, because we've still got a lot to cover, and the announcement of the Concourse section is, it's about 3:30 or something, so can't hang on too much longer, but on with this. So Mark 1 Cavalier, this one, Mark 1 Cavalier 2-door, exceptionally rare. Like, again, I've used this phrase before several times, but Festival Exceptional Gold, and it's the 1600L, slightly later one than the original 75 and made till 81. So yeah, 79 to 80, that one. Then a basic Cinquecento. I have driven a Cinquecento. It was an SX, the one I drove, which is I think a little bit later than this one. And it's for sale. Call Mark on 07903 847 932 2995. If I suppose it's clean enough, it might be worth that. Then we've got another 940 here. We've seen lots of these. This looks like a Torslander to me. This is one of the special editions made right into production. Production finished in January 1998, and this is a 97-98 car. I won't touch it and pull the boot down because that's not my car to do that. Another 940 here, 940S, 1993, 1994 on an L, which is good. Normal sort of 5-speed manual in there. Then we've got the 2002 Vauxhall of Omegas here, Omega Bs. Yeah, that one's a petrol, but hopefully a V6 or something. 3.2 V6. Yes, please, viewers. This one, this is VXR. They didn't make a VXR Omega, viewers. I wonder what's actually in here. Hopefully it's sort of rubbish forbidden fuel engine. Oh no, it's a petrol. Yeah, very nice. Hopefully a V6 in there as well, but I'm not sure. What about this Citroen GSE Palace SE 8384. Obviously more information, contact here in Seabrook. Ford Granada Mark 1. Quite a late registration for a pre-facelift. It's a pre-facelift because the facelift one's a bit different. 2 GL 76, 77 on an R. Yeah, I thought this facelift was like 74 or something, but I could be wrong. Anyway, T3 Volkswagen Transporter van. I think that's what they're called anyway. I always get that wrong. Someone's obviously got some paint to do on that. That's why we've got primer. Mark 1 Ford Focus RS. Okay, that looks exceptional to me. 2003 to 4. I think they're only made in this colour. So yeah, there we go. Suppose yeah, it's almost the right sort of age. It's pretty Mark 1 Focuses here. Then a DAF 44 Variamatic. This is again, Festival Exceptional Gold, something like this, from the early 70s. At the time, I don't think you could get a manual DAF at all. I don't think you could. 71, 72 and a K. What sort of replaced it, apart off from the DAF 66, was the Volvo 343 at this stage. This is an early one actually. It's not even called a 340, I don't think, at this stage. You've got the early front lights and things like that. It's one of these cars that got better as it went on. Yeah, 343 Deluxe, or DL, 80 to 81. Right, just get across the road from this one, so you go. There we go, yes. A car that we've had on the channel before, on No Budget Reviews. This one is a Panda 1000 CL, not CLX. CL only got a 4-speed gearbox and the most terrifying brakes in the world, which you can find out if you watch episode on this car on No Budget Reviews.
Watch out, car's coming through!
Citroen AX Echo Nancy 1.1. A facelifted AX 1993, 1994. I was just out of the road when I get shouted at. Yeah, nice to make the wheels right. Make the wheels white actually. Looks good. Then E110 Corolla. I wonder if this is a 1.4. Even the 1.4 is actually pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, I did a certification, I'm not sure. More Metro action. This one is a City X Mark II. That grille is completely wrong, that's up for a much later one. 86, 87. Another Granada Mark II. This will be presumably a 2.8 gear of some description. Facelifted one. 1984 to 85. Another Fiat Tempera. There's actually two here with rear wiper. Superb. Facelifted Tempera. I have driven a Tempera actually. It belongs to Mr. Bushbeef, who is very big on Fiats. 1992, 1993 on a K, which is good. Then the Citroen CX Croisette, as in the Croisette in Cannes, where I have been, viewers. Unfortunately, I was driving a Fiesta at the time, so but we can't have everything in life, can we? Citroen Zara Picasso 2003 to 4. I don't know if it's got a petrol engine in it or not, viewers, because it doesn't say. If it does, then we better not talk about it anyway. Let's move on to something that's a bit safer territory. Peugeot 205, sort of late pre-facelift one. Must have the later dash in it, won't it? It's supposed to be early dash, yeah, it's got the later dash in it. I hope this has got a petrol engine in it. Yeah, it has. 88 to 89. Fiat Superstrada Cabrio. This is a rare thing, isn't it? 1984 85 on a B. It's in really nice condition, isn't it? Very early Rover R8 200. 1989 to 90 on the G. It's a 214 SLI with wheels from like a GSI or GTI model. Then ST3 Rover Vitesse. Superb. Same sort of era as the R8. I think we've seen this before actually. It's left-hand drive. I think there's a story behind this, but I can't remember what the story is now. Oh yeah, there's the story up there, but I haven't got time to read it. Unfortunately, I've got to keep going. But yeah, so very late Vitesse. Right. Hopefully we won't get caught out this time by this car. I don't think it is the one where we get caught out, viewers. No, I'm pretty sure it isn't. It's got a little rev counter. Yeah, we've got a rev counter in there. And parking sensors. 1997, 1998 Rover 1 GSI. Excellent. I've driven one of these recently, and the car I drove actually here. 1988 to 1989 Peugeot 205 CTI. Very nice. Resurrection. Unos Roadster, based on the Mark 1 MX-5. This is quite a nice model actually, with the speakers in the headrest and biscuit leather interior and wood and things. Very good. 1990-1991 Peugeot 205 Junior. Well, no, can't talk about that. Excellent. That makes my journey to the end of this event a bit easier. Can't talk about it. Right, quickly get across here. Volvo 760, 1982 to 1983. Very early one. I don't think I've ever seen a 760 this early, before the 740 came out at all. Very nice. PRV engine in there. Yeah, something to GLE, I think was the only spec when they were launched. 1996, 1997 Volvo 852.5. Automatic. Very good cars actually, these. Very good cars indeed. You can find a good one. Then 1990 to 1991 Ford Escort Mark V Cabriolet. (1999 to 2000 Rover 620 Ti). Yes, I've driven one of these recently. It was pretty good, despite the fact the gearbox is all worn. It was still pretty good. 1998 to 1999 Volkswagen Polo Mark III in bright green, which is the colour that my first car was. It was also a 1998 Volkswagen Polo 1.4 CL. The difference is that one hadn't been raised up like that and actually had some paint left on it, and it was a 5-door, but that was my first car, which looked just like that. Volkswagen Polo Classic. Wow, these are rare. Yeah, look at this. That's properly sort of rare car though. 1999 to 2000. 1.6 CL. So, Golf GTI Mark II, big bumper, 1991, 1992. Just the normal one. Ford Probe, V6 24 valve. I'd love to drive one of these actually. Not sure what year that is because it's got a personal plate on it. Renault 25, look at this, a TXI model. I would love also to drive a Renault 25. That would be superb. 2 litre multi-valve, 1990, 1991. Rover 25 and Rover 200R3 together. And this is Simon Smashing Pistons' idea of a Colin Chapman edition Rover R3 200. Sure, you can go to Smashing Pistons and have a look at it. This actually shouldn't have a 53 plate on it. This has been sort of fiddled with slightly, this car, I think. So that's a pre-facelift interior and a pre-facelift rear end. So that's pre-facelift 25 with a front end on it of a facelift car. Right, next row, 1978-79, Maxi 1750 HL. I think if it's a 79, then the Austin badge had been taken off it by now. And it's got, I think those are like Triumph Stag type wheels on it. BWZ3, I think the only one that's here, which is surprising really. They tend to have quite a few of them in any given show. A Z3 2 litre, 1999 to 2000. Another Mark 1 Hyundai Accent Coupe, another SI model. That's 3 of them here today. This one is 99 to 2000. Then we've got Rover R3 200, 1996, 1997. I don't know, I can't see the badge on the back, it would help me, but it's target's up so I can't tell you. Yeah, it's a petrol one. It looks like a really high spec one as far as I can see. Right, let's move on. Citroen. Should we skip it? Yes, we are. Go on to this one. Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.6. It's got the Sacco side mouldings on it. No, it hasn't, so the early one. Can't talk about that Citroen. Let's look at the front of this. Oh, it's a nice interior as well. Yeah, the straight 6 has got a lot more power than the 4-cylinder ones have. Those are a bit underpowered in my opinion. Then we've got a nice 1970s Mini here, 73, 74 on an M. Isn't that crazy? That's Unexceptional right next to Mini 850, right next to a Lancia Delta HF Integrale. 87, 88 on F. I can't remember if you could still buy a right-hand drive Delta at this stage. You couldn't with the later ones for sure. 1997, 1998 Volvo V70 P1. Hope that's a petrol one. Yes, it is. It's a T5. Brilliant. This one we've seen before, and you can definitely talk about this one. Late Cowley built Rover 75 2.5 V6 Connoisseur, which yeah, was only registered in 2001. Then we've got sort of early facelift car. This is interesting. It's 2003, but actually it's 2004 limousine, and look at all this beige leather interior with piping and wood goodness. So you find a nice 75 and they can be really quite superb cars. We've got an Escort Eclipse 1990 to 1991. Looks like an XR3i in some ways, but they are actually just a 1.3 Valencia engine in those. Then a Mark 7 Mini 1996, that one. Look at this, it's a Cooper 35. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. It does look quite nice. It's rather nice indeed. Then 1992, 1993 Robin Reliant LX. Goes his way out. Ooh, Graduate Nipper from the year 2000. Gosh, those are rare.
Well, it's like five-seater family car back in the 90s.
2000 Vauxhall Corsa, 1 litre 12 valve with a family zero engine. Excellent. Next to this, one of the oldest cars at the show here, 1963 Volvo PV544, which was never actually sold officially over here. They do turn up from time to time. In fact, there are several in the Volvo Owners Club, I know, because I'm in the club myself. Quite a few of these are around actually. People really like these. Then go on to the next car. It's this Toyota Camry V6, 1999 to 2000. Obviously quite a nice spec one with the leather interior and things like that. Can't remember, I think it's a 3 litre, yeah, it's a 3 litre. Then we have a car that I've actually driven as well recently, it just hasn't appeared on the channel yet, which is this 1998 Rover 620 Ti. The chap who owns it is Richard, he's just waving at me. Fortunately we can't have time to stop, we're going to have to continue. Another car I filmed on the channel. I filmed actually at some point last year, which is on the Matty's Cars YouTube channel. This is 1999 Lexus IS200, which was fantastic. One of the best cars I drove last year actually. This could be one of the best cars I drove this year, even though cosmetically it is quite imperfect. 186,000 miles. It's still good fun though. Even the gearbox was all floppy, it was still superb. So nice Rover R8 here, 1992 to 1993 on a K, 214 SI, which was sort of lowly spec, not quite at the bottom but not too far up at all really. Vauxhall Viva HCSL, 1971-72. I've never driven an HC Viva actually. I might have a go in one. Sorry, I have. No, I do apologise. I have driven one of those. It was a very, very basic 72 model. Very, very late. Vauxhall Cavalier Mark II here, with some nice alloy wheels. Specifications this, is this like a special edition or something? Oh no, it's just an L, okay, it's just with some graphics and a typical sort of 80s rear window in it. 1979 to 1980 Ford Escort Mark II gear with the square headlamps. That is extraordinary. 1.3 gear. Next to it, a Mark IV Escort Cabrio, 1988 to 1989, which is nice in that sort of purple colour. Right, across the road over here, W202 or probably S202 Mercedes C200. Oh, they got rid of the trim levels on the side of it. I don't know what trim that is at all. It's probably just a classic actually. Most of them with a classic or some variation on a classic.
He is, he's funny, but he is an idiot.
Then 1995, 1996 Peugeot 106 Aztec right at the end of the pre-facelift ones. Audi AC Coupe 2.2 E. This will be from the early 1990s, based on the B3, I think it was, Audi 89 to 90. Is this a genuine Alpina? Because if it was a genuine Alpina, it would be worth a lot more than a normally 36 Touring. Looks like it. 97, 98 on an R. Very, very late. Micra K11, 2003. Tempest, special edition. I think the K12s came in 2003, so right at the end, that one. Another P11 Primera, another 2 litre. For sale, call 07851 656 256. That's quite tempting. £2,000. Right, what is this? Is this like an SLX or something? Yeah, SLX Auto 1999. Another P11 Primera. This is the facelifted one. SX Plus 2000. I wonder if these people know each other or something. I personally prefer the facelifted ones, and that one's got a leather interior in it. So, you know, for me that's even better. But you know, some people prefer the earlier ones, some prefer the later ones. It's up to you, really. Triumph TR7, 1981 to 1982, which you know does look rather nice, doesn't it? Then we've got next row, another E30 3 Series convertible, 1990 to 1991. Probably a 325, don't know, 320 this one. Another Fiat Tempera, this is the station wagon model, 1995, 1996. I have driven a Tempera, it was a 1.8 SX, a very early one in 1990. This is right at the end of the facelift one, but very rare. Mini Cooper, I think it's a Mark 6. Then 2 Volvo 480s. This one, let's just see if this actually says 1993. Broadsword Volvo, that's an interesting name for a garage, isn't it? 480 ES 2 litre for the back of the Mini, and then later one here, 480 GT, 1994, 1995. I prefer the GT model personally. I just like the way it looks, but that's you know, up to you what you prefer, isn't it? And Citroen Saxo VTS, very hard to find a standard one these days. 2002 on an O2 plate. Very, very nice. Then a Sierra, I think this looks like an Azura, but maybe it's got the badge on it. 92, 93. Again, these were made just to use up all the parts they had left over from the 10 years of Sierra production. It was a sort of late special edition. Oh, viewers, a Fiat Chroma. My gosh, 1993 to 1994. Left-hand drive, imported. Now this this is a very, very rare car in this country. They did sell them, but you know, not a lot. E28 BMW 518i on a deregistration, so 86, 87. Very, very good. Predator 5 Junior, is that a forbidden fuel or not? I don't know. Keep going. We've got this. Oh, what's a petrol one? A BX Meteor, probably a 1.6, 1991. Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III Concept. Again, a bit like the BX Meteor, special edition. 91, 92 on a J. Yeah, fabulous. I think that's the Family 2 engine in there, but I might be wrong. Another Volvo 480 here, again a later one. This is a GT or like a Celebration or something, or no, it's just a 480 ES. Next to it we've got this Mini 30 1989. I was wondering when we'd actually see another Mini 30, because at the show I was at last weekend at Sherburn, there were loads of these there, loads of Mini 30s for some reason. Next row, we're getting there, viewers. Triumph Dolomite, looks like an 1850 HL to me, with the rear pillar. It could be a 1500 HL. It is, I don't know, probably 1850, just before they brought in 850 HL like this, because you can see this one doesn't have the 850 HL badge on it. This one does. Well, someone's put some Sprint alloy wheels on here, so that's not original. It's a very popular conversion. I think a very sympathetic one to actually do that. Wow, another Seat Ibiza. This one's a Dutch specification one, 1991. This is just before the final facelift occurred. The Chrono model. It's a bit faster than that other one I drove, the 900 Special. Audi, I think this is a, oh gosh, an A4. Let's get this right. The B6. Look at this. Another Allegro. Gosh, okay, there's another one here. I thought there weren't any more here actually. I thought this was the only one I filmed up there, but yeah, it's a Series 2 Allegro. 1100 Deluxe, so right at the bottom of the range. Another Suzuki Swift. This is a 2002 to 3, so it's right at the end, this one. They finished production in 2003 for this shape. Don't know what specification that is. And then Mercedes C180 W202 shape of the Esprit model, which is sort of more sporty, which is nice. Although, right, yeah, I think we found one of my favourite cars at the entire show in this 9th part. 1983 to 1984 Fiat Argenta This was sold in Ireland. We did not get the facelifted Argentas over here at all. I've been looking to see this car for a long time in person, and there it is. My life is now officially complete with this 84 Argenta. Right, let's get across here, viewers, and just do these last few that are here. 87, 88, Citroen 2C V6 Special. Wonderful. 1990 to 1991 Volvo 240 GL Estate. Fantastic. Then we've got this E436. We'll look at that. Renault Satis, though, I'm a bit more partial to this. Particularly as I know it's a 3.5 V6, this one. 3.5 V6 Renault Satis. Very early one, possibly registered by Renault themselves, actually. Yeah, there's the E36, the 320 Coupe. Another P11 Primera. It's the year of the P11 Primera, isn't it? 1999, 2-litre SLX automatic. Again, this is £300, quite tempting. Call John on 07434 474 246. Yeah, it's we shoot university, that sort of thing. Right, yeah, that's great. Okay, next row. Actually, might one of the last rows here. This is for sale as well, this R50 Mini. £3,000. Call 07585663528. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel would say, this could be yours. One of the very last of the mini ones of this shape. And yeah, I mean that's nice. It's not my sort of thing exactly, but it's nice. And then a car I'm very familiar with, this 1998 Vauxhall Vectra 2.5 V6 Arctic 2. Formerly owned by Mr. Coleman, rubbish mechanic, but sold earlier this year. Brilliant. Then a Citroen Synergy, or Evasion actually, this would be, a 2-litre turbo CT. Again, a Eurovan. Look at the way these Eurovans are all set up. You can have a little conversation a lot more easily like that, can't you? Such things don't exist anymore, really. Yeah, the Evasion from the Netherlands, that particular one. 1974, 1975 MG BGT. Oh, it's for sale as well. £6,000, almost 70% of this money. Call 07946 420 569. Excellent. Yeah, that's actually quite cheap for what they are, MGBs. We've just made so many of them. Another Mark III Astra, which we're going to have to skip. Excellent, we're doing well. Okay, Volvo S70, 1997, 1998. That looks like a very basic one, actually. It's probably just the 2.5 20 valve or something. Mark II Renault Megane, 2005, 1.6 litre. It says French tat at the back. It's not tat exactly, but you know, some people don't like them. The rear end is interesting, shall we say. Right, last row. 1989 to 1990 Golf Mark II CL, and then a Ford Cortina Mark III 1600 pre-facelift 1972-73. This looks like maybe an XL or something. I have to look at the back and tell you. Yeah, 600 XL. 1997-1998 Saab 900S Cabriolet. This is the new generation, based on the Cavalier Mark III platform. Very, very 90s colour, that yellow. And then a Rover 75. Right, for one final time, let's have a look. Actually, no, it's 2.5 V6. Fantastic. Don't know exactly what year that is. It's obviously a Longbridge built car. Right, I think the only thing we've got to do left is the one of the Concourse, and then that's it. Phew. Right, viewers, having walked down the entire length of this event, we're back at the Concourse section, and there is something here I didn't film before. This is a 1980 Datsun 280C estate. I've driven an earlier Datsun of this size, a 260C from 1973. I've never seen one of these before. This is a, yeah, it's a 1980, sell for £12,000, called 07933 473 071. Yes, and we have twin rear wiper action. Now, if that isn't a nice climax to this series of 9 videos, I don't know what is. Unfortunately, I haven't really got time to sort of wait to the prize giving, which is at a couple of hours, so I'm going to actually go now and start editing this monumental series of videos. But there is just one more thing I need to look at before I leave, and it's just over there. My gosh, a Smith and Sniff Vauxhall Senator B limousine. Why has it got manual windows in it and a basic interior? What on earth's going on? Oh gosh! Right, let's get out of here, viewers, before I get told off for my impertinent comments. 92.93. Right, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching all the way through these 9 parts of the festival on the Unexceptional 2024. I do apologise, we can't stay for the prize giving because I need to edit all these videos together. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon. In fact, like probably the same day that this is going out, for the next event, post-Amden Weekender, and even more incorrect information.